So guys, we had created those files as of now. Now let me run this. Okay, so we can see that whatever is what is the flow of this project as of now. So this is our like the landing page. There we'll have the home button, products, cart, login, and register. So I added two products already. So when I'll click on this products option, so these are the available product you can see, and we required a button login to add card that we'll implemented last time. And now we'll have the login option. Okay, and then we'll have the register. So if user is not registered, 1 second spelling mistake. Okay, so register R is capital. So let me rename this to small R. Looks good. And now let me refresh. REGISTR, and what is this? REGISTR, no issue. We can run this page again. Right click, run on server. Let me select the server. Finish, register. Again, 404 not found. REGISTR, we'll have this file. Register.jsp. Let me just create this file again. JSP. REGISTR register. So same file already exists. Why it is not accessing? Hmm. No. Register. 1 second. Register.jsp. Why this file is not available? 404 means we don't have that file, but I have this, so no issue. What I'll do, let me copy everything. I'll just paste it on a new notepad for reference. And I'll go back to Eclipse. Let me delete this file. Delete, delete. Okay, now we don't have that file. Now it's fine. Okay, now we'll have login. Okay, and then register. Now register is not available. Okay, so we can create file with this name. 1 second. Copy, right click, new, JSP, register, enter. This is the file. We have this code, Control A, Control C, Control A, Control V, and I'm just going to run this file only. This file is there. Okay. Now if user is registered, for example, let me just register a new user, that is test user. Okay, email ID is user@gmail.com. Okay, password is 1234. Let me click on register. So I think mail ID which I entered, that is user@gmail.com, and password is 1234. Let me click on login. Now you can see we'll have this functionality. Okay, that we had added last time. Images are not visible. That is might be a browser issue, or that we can fix. Okay, so let me add this to cart. Now we don't have this add to cart sublet, if you remember. So last time we created this file. Okay, add to cart we don't have, and along with that, if I'll go back to the index page, let me go to the index page. Now in cart, so we don't have this cart as well. So it means we need to create these two files. So now I'm just, first of all, we need to create these two files. Ideally, we require multiple files. So I'm just going to create this file, that is cart.jsp. Now what it does? Okay, cart must have your detail. Okay, so we need to add a couple of CSS that we can add later. Okay, now we'll just go with div class equals to container. Okay, so container. And now what is in our cart? So that we need to display. So we'll just provide a message shopping cart. Okay, like what is in shopping cart. So for that purpose, data should be fetched. Okay, but of course we require that sublet as well. Now We'll just go with list of what. So let me just go back to the model cart item. Okay, so I'll just go with this list with the cart item. Okay, now in this cart item field, you can check, I mean, in this class, you can check that I'll have the product and quantity, only these two field, right? So I'll just go back to this and control space. Let me create this with cart. Okay, cart equals to, we can create this with the session. Okay, so it means we must have the session for this perspective. Let's what I'll do. Let me just create a session equals to get attribute that we need to create. I'm just going with the card. Okay, so that we can remember it later. Now we are getting error because of the typecasting. So let me provide the respective 1 second data types. This is the value. Looks good. Okay. All right. Now, if 1 second, let me just go with if cart double equals to null. It means, what does it means? It means you had not added anything in your cart, right? So you just need to prompt a message that you can go with out.println, else you can go with the some designing. So what I'll do, let me just go with a p tag. There I can say cart is empty. Okay, it means we don't have anything in the cart. So if you don't have anything, so you can redirect user for the shopping. So just provide them to products, redirect them to products.jsp and just prompt a message shopping. Okay, or continue shopping. 1 second. That happens couple of times. So continue shopping so that user can redirect for the shopping. But if user have couple of things like user has added something, so it means that data should be display. So what I'll do, that if is not started. So let me start this if, and div should be closed at the end. Let me start script. Let me close this if, and after that, let me start else. Okay. Now in this else, what we need to do, we need to provide data inside the table tag, right? So I'll just go with a table. Okay. Not closing, nothing. Now let me just go with a table heading. So I'll just go with table heading. Heading we can have first for the product, second image, price, quantity, and total, and then action, right? So these are the fields we can go with. So I'll just go with a product. Okay, after product, we can go with the image, right? After image, let me add from there. Action, what action user want. After action, we can go with the total. That what is the total costing. Okay, and then quantity, everything, whatever you want to add more, so that fields you can provide quantity, and after that we'll have the price, of course. Now these are the heading. Let me close this tr tag, and after that we need to provide some calculation. Okay, so if now we need some Java operation, so let me initiate this. Let me remove this. Okay, and then you can just go with a double total amount equals to 0. So that initially we are providing them as a 0. Now we'll just go with a for loop cart item control space item colon everything we can, whatever is in cart that come to this item. Now we need to add them. Okay, so to add them again, I'll just require double subtotal. Why? Because total has initialized outside the for loop and subtotal should be initialized internally. So subtotal equals to, now we'll have item dot get control space product dot get control space price. So that will fetch the price and it should be multiplied with the item quantity, right? So item dot get quantity. Perfect. This is a simple maths. Now we can just add total amount plus equal to, or you can go in that way, total amount equals to total amount plus subtotal. That also works, right? So whatever be the total amount that is stored in this section. Now we can close this for loop and, or we cannot, I'm not going to close this for loop, right? It's because we must have the bill to display. Okay, now there we can start a new row. You can start the table body, table heading, that section you can also independently provide. Now we'll just go with the table heading. In this table heading, first of all, we just need to fetch the things with expression item dot get product dot get control space name. So that we had already initialized everything. Now let me close this. Okay, and now we need to provide the image. So guys, providing image is a concern whenever you are going to provide an image. So what happened? We require the image tag first of all, right? So let me just, okay, I'm just going to remove this ideally. We require the image. Second, image tag. And now source, where is the source? So source we'll have that is inside this Java. Okay, so for that purpose, you need to fetch the image. Okay, so what you'll do, item dot get product dot get image. Remember, might be you will got stuck with display the image like as I was showing earlier. So you can just go with a get context path so that you will get a exact image, right? Now there we can provide the image width. So width equals to 50. Okay, and then I'll just go with height. Height equals to 50 again. Looks good. Okay, so this will be the image width and height that we can provide. All right. Now, hmm, this is done. Now we require the price. So what I'll do, let me copy this. Copy, paste. So item dot get product dot get price, image price, and then we require the quantity. So let me just go with the quantity. So quantity is fetched independently, right? Quantity is done. Next, we require the total. So I'll just go with a subtotal. Let me paste this and I'm just going to print the subtotal. SUB control space subtotal. So that will print the total for us. Looks good. Okay. Now, we can add a option to remove if you want. Okay, like if you want to remove, so you need to add a sublet. Remember TD, that I'll add later, or you can create your own logic that how you can add a new item. See, that should be appeared with all the respective item. So ahref equals to remove, oh, okay, remove from cart sublet. So ideally we require this sublet, which will going to remove it with the product ID. Okay. So I'll just provide the product ID equals to, that should be fetched from again the product. Right. So that will be help you to remove the product. Okay. So product should be removed with the primary key. So what I'll do, let me just go with item dot get product control space dot get ID. So that, see, with this option, you can directly remove your data, whatever you have. So I'll just go with class equals to button. So that create a button for us. And now let me close this. and there we can provide a message to remove. Now that prompt a button to remove the item for you. Okay, looks good. Now we can close this TD. Did I close that? No, that is not close. Now we can close that row. Guys, this option is depend upon your choice, because if you are going to provide this, so in that case you also need to provide this mm, ID, this sublet as well. Okay, so ID will be fetched automatically, but we need to provide the sublet as well. Okay, now I think that row is closed. Now if you want to print the total amount, so yes, we can provide the total amount as well. So that I can provide independently. So I'll just go with TD. Yes, so I'll just go with colon span equals to 3. Anything you can go with. Let me just go with a tag that is strong. And in this strong, we'll just need to provide the total amount. So that is also required. Let me close this TD itself, and I'll just copy, paste, and let me remove this column span. And there I can just provide a total amount with this Java tag equals to. Let me remove this field. Ideally, we don't require. Now there we need to provide the total amount that we already have in a variable. So what is that variable? TO total amount, right? That is fetched. Okay, looks good. Now we can close the that we can display in a new row, right? Because TR I had already closed. Okay, and then we can close the table. Perfect. And then we can provide the same button that we had provided in this file, checkout. Okay, so I'll just copy and paste the checkout button, as well as we can also provide this button, right? This AHRE. Looks good. Now we have this cart is done. Okay, now we had not provided one JSP which will going to add amount for us. Okay, so that we'll check later. Let me go back to this. Okay, we don't have this cart page. Let me refresh. Okay, we'll have cart now. Now we are getting some error, so let me check that. Okay, we missed some bracket, of course. So after this, continue shopping. If I'm missing one bracket, so this will be the bracket. Is it still an error? No, that div is not closed. It means is we have some bracket which is left. Let me just check. This is if is closed, perfect. Then we'll have else. If works fine, then we'll have else. Okay, and then else bracket. I think I know, don't no need to close there. There. TD, and then TR. I think there. Because from there I'm just starting the new row, so I just need to stop this. Right. Now we don't have any error. Perfect. Now let me refresh this page. Okay, now card is empty. Continue shopping. Perfect. So if I'll go to continue shopping, now let me add this to cart. Oh, now we don't have this add to cart sublet. So yes, we need to create that sublet. So that sublet we'll create in next session. Okay, guys. Thank you.